Hello, people in stream. I'm going to start linking
When did this get posted?
the stream everywhere I
just knew
can.
there's one on Tuesdays.
I think
Oh,
it was like yesterday
I've
or
been
this
looking like
morning.
yesterday and the day before. I can't.
Hello.
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 A little
How are you
late.
doing?
A little late.
A little late, you're right on time.
Late? Bro,
Oh,
what are you talking
Well,
about?
you got
Just-
5
He's
minutes.
got 1
just
minute.
bought a car.
Yeah, you actually
Just bought
beat
a
the
car.
buzzer.
Feeling great.
Cool.
What'd you buy?
I bought a fucking Kia Sorento.
Ooh,
Bought it for my fiance.
good to
Because
go.
her Chevy Trax decided it was gonna fucking shit on us. So I said, "Fuck that piece of shit car.
No.
Buying you a new one."
No.
It's a Chevy, right?
The new one's not a Chevy. The old one was a Chevy.
Yeah, that's why it broke on you.
Yeah, that is indeed why it fucking broke. Piece of fucking shit, dude. Fuck that car. That car is fucking. It's a 2020. I think it's barely 100,000 miles, and it fucking exploded basically, damn near.
That is unfortunate.
Only truck
Yeah,
I've ever
maybe you
had
should get
explode
a,
on me. Only truck I've ever had explode to me was a bad oil change. It was a Ram 1500. It was 2022, and it fucking threw out the 6 piston and fucking misaligned the camshaft, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Detonated.
the
Actually
tracks
detonated.
didn't technically explode, but it blew a cylinder, so that's like bad enough.
I
I feel
didn't
like that's pretty bad.
That's pretty.
I didn't throw a fucking rod, but I came like right there at it. Like
Ow, fuck.
when she's sitting in idle, she just like vibrates.
That's nice.
So I mean that's
It's just
cool.
excited.
Ready to go.
Yes, my Ram 1500 is excited to sit there at idle.
Yeah. Ain't
Yeah,
no
I got the
problem with that.
2500 diesel. It's mine's struggling right now.
Dude, how did you make a diesel struggle? I got questions. Brother, I got questions.
And fucking the fuel pump went bad, so I had to fucking take everything off, and then I took that off, and I was fixing other things.
yeah.
Oh my god.
That'll do it. That and the DEF, the newer 1500s are just trash.
Def is
Yeah,
Even-
it's not deleted
Even
yet.
even the 4.7s are just kind of trash. Don't get me wrong, I'd 100% buy one, but like the DEF just fucks that entire engine.
Trucks ain't the same, man. Trucks ain't
They
the
really
same.
aren't. They really are. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd still probably buy a fucking low mileage, like 150, 200,000 fucking diesel from like 1995 through like 2015 before I'd buy anything new.
Dude, good luck. Mine was a 2015 6.7, and it was like took me forever to find it.
That's what I'm saying. You're not gonna find them because everybody wants them, but it's like. Let me get this link up. That way I don't have to waste time.
What link are you getting
All
at?
right. The trade doc video I was talking about earlier.
All right.
What
If you
didn't
guys
do
are in the
your
training
homework?
server, I did do my homework. If you guys are in the training server, please try to cease fire. I know nobody's shooting right now, but just try to hold off.
Are you in 1 or 2?
One. Who
Oh,
was
fuck.
that? Was that an irony? Was somebody just being an asshole?
That's why I was asking.
You don't know, you don't know.
Hold on, Yusef. Michaela's calling.
Yo, is
Is
this
somebody changing it?
open for everybody or beginners?
Yeah, it's open.
No, I'm just. Is it for like advanced or is it beginner? I guess.
This is a beginner
This is
course.
still beginner.
Okay, I'll try. I'll let people know in the new player channel because they're asking.
Yeah.
They didn't.
I mean, it's like the newest beginner, but it's beginner level tactics.
Dude, I was
Oh,
like,
it's tactics.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just trying to get.
step
They're
up.
just trying to figure out how to play the game.
even if
Oh,
this was,
no, it is not.
I
that one.
I could jump into new
Maple
player help
gotcha.
and help them with that.
Are we in
Yeah,
are we
I'll be
number
a new
two?
player
Number
help if
two?
they want that.
Wait, but
We're training
Maple,
server
what about,
1.
what about your
Training server
training?
1.
If anyone's in 2, can you pass it along that we're going to 1?
Yep.
I'll go.
My
join
ping
for
though,
that
my
one.
ping.
I'll go join.
Dude, even if if this was my first training, I'd be coming
Hello
bitch if
to
it
the
was
stream.
20 players or
I just
not.
joined training
learn
server
as
2
much as I can.
accidentally. I'm supposed to
It
join
still
training server
involves
1.
Bellum. Like it's squad tactics.
Oh, very much
So
so.
I'm going to
Like,
quickly
it's literally the
leave
bread
the
and butter of
server
how you win
and go
in
to
Bellum.
training server
Repetition
one.
is
Aside-
what you're gonna be doing like
a step down
95%
from
of the time
platoon.
in the game.
Yeah. Aside
Gann,
from
did you
the
say you
higher
want
level
training server
platoon shit.
1? Is that the one I
Yes,
need to
we are
ask?
training server
Yeah.
1. We changed that because there
Okay.
were so many people in TS2.
Okay.
Victor,
All right,
I
I'm
got
going
you.
one
over
I'll
to
pass
2
along.
and telling him right now.
Jedi will also have a stream up on his YouTube, Vikram.
Yes.
Yeah, it's up right now. Stand by and I'll give you a link, brother, in the chat for this channel.
It's all right. I see the link. Thank you.
Okay, sweet.
So we got one more minute, and then I'm going to go ahead and start. The lecture period for this class is not going to be super long, and it's going to be a pretty big classroom portion. The video that we're going to watch today is approximately 7 minutes long, but it's cringy. It's old school Tradoc videos, so you're going to laugh a little bit. The graphics look like they're on a potato, but it is still fantastic information. It is shit that Jedi and I probably learned how to do the squad assault on. So, I mean, this shit's so old that it's like 2004 and they still have UCPs on. It's great.
Oh, TWS shit from the 80s, bro.
I do this like it's an old Tradoc video though.
Gann,
It's the shit that the boys in Fallujah were watching.
Gann, can you give me a second?
Probably.
It's for the cadres who are in
Pollution
Op 4.
boys.
Just make sure you spawn and you start walking because it's on the other fucking side of the map, so we don't want to take 20 minutes whenever we are waiting.
So one thing I will say, guys, is we are going to go ahead and start. I'll start streaming here in a second. Please hold all questions, comments, and concerns until the end of the class, since we have a very short lecture period. I will give some time for very short questions early on in the course. Keep in mind, this is a basic level course. We do not need to be getting into how does the third rifleman on the third squad deal with that one contact. We don't need to be getting into super nitty-gritty details. This is learning how to do a basic battle drill 2 alpha, following on from our initial react to contact classes and movement into contact from the last 2 classes. So again, keep in mind this is a beginner course and try to hold all questions until you're either permitted to ask questions or towards the end. I do have plenty of cadre in the chat, so feel free to ask questions in the side chat of this actual voice room, and we will go ahead from there. Do I have any questions, comments, concerns before we start? Going once. Go ahead. You're fine, dude. That's perfectly fine. Hey, have a good one, man. All right, so for today's course, we're going to be going over 2 topics. Why are we shooting? We're going to be going over 2 I'm going to get out of Bellum for right now. I will join back when I am ready to go. All right, so 2 topics today. First, the 4 Fs. The 4 Fs are what directly lead to what the squad assault is. The 4 Fs are an acronym that stand for find, fix, flank, and finish. It is the bread and butter of the 4 things you should be paying attention to when doing a squad assault. Super simple work through the entire thing. So first, find the enemy. Whether they find you first or you locate them first, still applies. You're trying to do 3 things to them once you have located the enemy, right? So the first thing that you're going to want to do, even if you're the one getting shot at, you want to fix them in place, right? So I want to put out enough good suppression and that mad minute out towards the enemy so that they can't move left, right, or retreat. I want to lock them in place, right? From that point, my sister unit, be it another squad or be it another fire team, will do their best to flank. Now, what is a flank? A flank is just on either side an unguarded position or beside the enemy, right? So I'm going to draw a flank. So for anybody who's not familiar with the terminology, right? So if I have the bad guys at this X formation right here, their flank, and they're facing this way. Their flank is anything in this little half circle. Basically, it's somewhere that they're not directly paying attention to. It's somewhere you can get inflating fire, which means you can hit more than one person at once, or it is somewhere that they're not expecting, right? So if I have a fire team right here of bad guys, and they are all watching roughly that direction. Their flanks are these three directions. That makes sense. But if I have one guy kind of watching towards another direction, that can still technically be a flank, but it's somewhere that they're going to be watching. That's why you have what's called a flank guard. But so you want to get around the enemy, you want to get on their flank, right? And then finally, once we're getting around that flank, once we're on that other side, what's going on here? Once we're getting around on that other side, we want to finish, kill, and move through the enemy. Now, in Bellum, you're not really going to have the capability to capture, but in IRL, we're taught make sure we're taking care of enemy prisoners of war. But at the end of the day, the four things you should be thinking through in a squad assault are the find, fix, flank, and finish. Right? Super easy thing to remember. I'm finding them, I'm fixing them in place, I'm getting on their sides, and I'm killing them. Right? Do I have any questions before we move into the squad assault? All right, moving on to the squad assault. The squad assault is the bread and butter of an infantry squad. So this is if you're questioning what battle drill this would be battle drill 2 alpha. It'll be marked in the Ranger handbook. You can find it in the 2017 or any prior. Battle drill 2 has not really changed. It used to be called battle drill 1, and as I think of 2022, it has been now redesignated 2. So 2 is platoon attack, 2 alpha is squad assault. So I will say this as well. This is intended to be a hasty squad assault versus going into a deliberate. Now, what's the difference between a deliberate and a hasty? Deliberate, I have every intention of doing it. I'm not having to react to it. I can do it on my own terms. Hasty is something that I am having to react to, whether I wandered into the enemy or something has gotten into the cards where I either need to do it quickly and roll through. And I don't have that time to be deliberate about it. It's same thing, but typically this is for hasty. All right. So the steps for a battle drill 1, and we'll watch a video on this a little bit here in a little while. So I'm not really going to go over it too terribly in depth. So our initial start to a battle drill 2 is just an initial react contact. Who can remind me what a react contact is? Let's go, Mr. Unity. What's a react contact?
React contact is when you return fire to the first engagement.
So close. So react contact doesn't necessarily have to be I'm putting rounds out. You still do the maneuver of, hey, I'm seeing the enemy, I'm getting to cover. But if you were, it depends on what you're doing. So if I'm reacting contact, I can see them. Maybe they're not shooting at me, maybe they are. If I'm not shooting at me, I don't want to open up until my guys are in place. If they're shooting at me, you do the initial react contact where you're putting out fire, you're moving to cover, you're saying the 3Ds, and you're getting online trying to put out that mad minute to actively hold that enemy in place. Right? So pretty simple. Either seeing them first or they're seeing you, and you still pretty much react the same way, but try to hold your fire if you see them first. All right. So the initial contact team, and this could be Alpha or Bravo or with Satyr or whatever, it does not matter. The initial team is going to be the base of fire team. If you are under fire, you will react with what's called a mad minute. All right, Mr. Let's see, Mr. Carpie, what is a mad minute? If you don't know, that's fine. Just say you don't know.
It's going cyclic for the first minute or your first assault build.
Correct. So the mad minute is basically I am trying to put out as much fire as physically possible within a reasonable amount to try to establish fire superiority against the enemy that I am about to start attacking. Right? So that initial team in contact puts out the mad minute, establishes fire superiority. It is at that point, once the initial contact has been made and the fire superiority is trying to go out, the squad leader will then move to assess the problem, right? Is this something that I need to break contact with, or is this something that I think I can push through? Right? So the squad leader, if you guys think of it as, we kind of went over this last week, the squad column. So this is the most advantageous position to go in through, right? So you have your alpha team, you have your squad leader, right? Say we're in traveling Overwatch, and you have your Bravo team. So in this case, say Alpha Team reacted to contact and is under fire. They are you've heard War Daddy if you've been in East class, the Ting versus Ted, right? So the support Ting element or Ting is Alpha, they're the ones under fire. The maneuver element or the support TID element is going to be Bravo, right? And so when we're traveling in this, say Alpha takes fire, the squad leader's kind of in the middle. The second fire team's kind of out of context, so they can be back there, right? The squad leader is going to go forward and kind of assess the situation on what's going on so that he can better determine whether he needs to break contact or he can start maneuvering that supported element, right? That flanking element. So once that's kind of been determined that we can go ahead and support through that enemy, the squad leader will then determine or move back to the fire team, determine a quick path that best gives cover and concealment. And they will begin, say the enemy is right here. He will then begin moving on a flank towards the enemy. That's going to have a good path of cover and concealment. Who can tell me we're going over a refresher. Who can tell me what's the difference between cover and concealment? Beezy.
Cover is anything that stops rounds coming in. Concealment is anything that breaks a line of sight.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Voodoo, but please wait to be called on.
Sorry.
That is correct, though. All right. So, right, we're going to be using the cover and concealment, anything that either hides me or protects me from bullets. So, we're going to go onto that flank. Towards the edge or last point of that flank, right, before I leave that cover and concealment, you have what's called an assault point, or AP, or LCC, which stands for last concealment and cover. Right? So that is the position that I wait to before I move through the area. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. Do I have anybody who's lost yet? Going once, going twice. I don't believe in a dumb question, so I am asking before we continue on if anybody's lost. You good?
Okay. Hold up. Whoa.
What's up? What you got?
My bad. Barely just bought this game, like literally 2 minutes ago. Give me a crash course, like get this going.
That's not what we're doing here. We're doing basic tactics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So this is a basic tactics course. If you need immediate help with the game, that's going to be down in the Help Me course. That is, you're going to be looking for Miss Maple. She is a great asset to help that.
Where is that at?
Give me the channel right above this one.
Channel right above. Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Thank you.
Yep. All right. So the supported element or the flanking element has been moved to the assault point or last cover and concealed position or LCC. From that point, you will have the supporting element, this SBF element, kick up the rate of fire, basically to immediately suppress, try to kill or maim the enemy. Once that has been done, you will then have the maneuver element attempt to start pushing through the AO or start pushing through the target or the X, right? While that's going on, and I can't really demonstrate it right here, the support by fire element will move from shooting directly on the X, and they will shift it either left or right, depending on which flank they're pushing on. If the element's flanking on our right side, then we will shift fire left, right? So if you hear your fire team leader say shift fire left, that means directly shooting left of the X. Now, why do we shoot left of the X? People are thinking, oh, well, we're just going to waste fucking ammo. That's stupid. Why are we shooting left of the X? The reason that we're shooting left of the X, not quite.
Or no.
Think you got dudes to your right, you got dudes in front of you, or dudes to your left and dudes in front of you. If you're the bad guys on the X, right? You got dudes that are pushing into you and dudes that are shooting at you. What are you going to try to do?
Pull back.
Away.
Stops them from pulling back.
Exactly. Run away. If I put fire beside them on their other side of the dudes that are pushing through, what am I putting them between? I'm putting them between bullets and friendlies. They've got no good options. So they're either going to die or surrender, right? So once we've moved through that X and we've kind of gotten towards the edge of the shift fire, we're going to call what's called lift fire. Lift fire is going to tell the other fire team that is shooting to stop their fire. There's a common misconception that saying lift fire literally means to shoot up in the air. That is not true. Lift fire is the equivalent of cease fire. I say that again. Lift fire is the equivalent of cease fire. All right, we're going to go ahead and erase this real quick, and we're going to go through what to do. All right, so we've gone through, we've kind of killed the enemy, right? So say that we have that still at that X. We have that initial alpha fire team that's online that's been suppressing, and now we have Bravo team pushing through. So they're still traveling that direction. All right, so we've pushed through and we've come up to our next covered and concealed position past the enemy threat. This is typically between 35 and 50 meters. Now, there is no set limit, but you're going to reach something called the LOA. That is your limit of advance, right? Limit of advance. That is where that team is holding, right? Once that's done, that fire team will call LOA, LOA, LOA. We say it 3 times so everybody can hear it. The fire team later will also say it over the net. Once the supported element has reached the LOA, you will then begin pushing the supporting element on the opposite side of the LOA. They will also reach LOA, and then you will begin providing 360-degree security. Why do we want to provide 360-degree security at the end of an engagement? Anybody?
The first thing the enemy's going to try and do if they figure out your position is try and flank you.
Exactly. They're going to try to smack you after you killed their buddies, right? So after both teams have hit LOA and you set up that 360 security, there are a couple things that need to happen. So reconsolidation of ammo, secure sensitive equipment, right? Or SSE. It's strategic seizing of equipment or something along those lines. Basically, it's collecting any dead guys for information. So say we're on extortion, right? It's, hey, I've wiped out an enemy squad. Now I'm starting to gather their intel so I can go find the cache. Or, hey, I'm doing this Satyr on attrition. I'm getting influence. That is what your SSE is in Bellum. I'm also taking care of any casualties that might have happened doing my aid and litter, right? I'm reconsolidating ammo. And then we're trying to do what's called an ACE check if we can. So ACE, literally just spelled out ACE. We're doing our ammo checks, our casualty checks, and our equipment checks, right? So work through everything from start to finish, right? We've reacted to contact. A team puts out fire. Squad leader decides, hey, we can hit this. They go to the flank. Supporting element starts shooting even faster, right? The assaulting element starts to go through. The support by fire shifts fire. They continue pushing through. Supporting element lifts fire. Assault element hits LOA. Supporting element now goes through LOA. 360 security. Now we're doing SSE and aid and litter and reconsolidation of ammo and your ACE checks. Now, if you can't do an ACE check, not a big deal. You're good to go, right? Once we've kind of gotten through this general area, you finish up what you're doing. You try to get off the X in about 2 minutes. Why do we want to try to get off the X, Mr. Lillum? Like after we killed the enemy, why do I want to take 2 to 3 minutes and then leave?
Because you'll be flanked.
No, so the enemy, we don't know where the enemy is, right? So rather than staying there in a marked position that we just blew to hell, I'm going to go leave and reposition. There's no point in me staying on that X. I've done what I need to do, so I'm just going to leave. Right? And once I've left, I can do whatever else I need to do. And really, once I've left, that's really the end of the actual squad assault. So I know that was a lot of shit thrown at you. Do I have any questions? Because I'm about to start showing a video that'll give you guys a visual demonstration other than my shitty Microsoft Paint of what we're actually going through. Do I have any quick questions before I start the video?
Yeah.
I got one.
What you
All
got?
right, so
What you got,
playing
bud?
as an SO, do you tend to stick with your TED or your ting element?
I
Is it really
tend to
just
support with
situational?
my 90% of the time I'm going to go with my flanking element, just because I want to know what's going on. I want to make sure that we're picking a good maneuver, right? And I want to direct that fire team with a little bit more micromanagement than normal on how to flank. Because while the fire team leader is completely situational and should have some of the best situational awareness, I may see something that he doesn't. I was also the one directly up at the contact, and I'm directing him how far to go around, right? So as the squad leader, I should know, even with the 3Ds, I'll typically have a better idea of where people are, be it friendlies or enemies.
Makes sense.
All right. Do I have any questions?
I got a
Any
question
more
as
questions?
well.
What's up?
When does the squad leader, I guess, like, kind of what's the criteria to elevate this towards platoon status, right? So let's say you had another supporting element further to your right in this engagement, right, further to the right of the X. Do you then coordinate, like, I suppose, do you kind of have a heuristic for, hey, we're running into enough fire here that just my Bravo team is probably not going to be able to effectively flank and kill this element?
Our U.S. Army rule of thumb is what I'm going to give you, and that is a 3-to-1 advantage. Now, you're never going to fucking get that in Bellum. But I'm going to be completely honest with you. It could be two dudes shooting at me with a hot dog. If I got a supporting element like right off my right as a squad leader, I'm going to try to go with that, because more guns to the fight means more friends.
Right. That makes sense.
Right? Like, if I have the capability to do so, I'm always going to elevate. But I will say this: platoon assault is completely fucking different. You're getting multiple squads involved. It's the same general tactic. It's getting that L shape. It's pushing through. It's shifting and lifting fire. It's just on a little bit bigger scale, right? That's a little bit more advanced, because now you're getting weapon squads or gun teams involved, and you're getting flank guards, and you're getting a full squad going through to be the assault element, and then you're reconsolidating a whole platoon. It's a little bit more advanced. But to answer your question, if there's a squad beside me, I'm going for it. I'd rather have the squad with me to support and pin that enemy down with 9 guns versus 4. Right?
Right.
So does that, any more questions before we go on to the video?
Yeah.
Quick
Oh,
question.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. What we got?
So at what distance do you consider this to be kind of like untenable? Because like you can't have like your one squad firing for like 10 minutes while they run a mile, you know, like.
I don't disagree with you. This is I mean, use your best judgment. That's the best way I can say it. If the dudes are 400 meters out and they're taking pot shots at you, yeah, I'm not gonna try to fix them in place and go to flank. But I mean, if they're 50 to 100 meters out, like they're outside of frag grenade range, but they're still within a viable contact, then yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go through this.
Okay.
All right. Who else had a question?
Oh, that's me.
Go,
okay.
BZ.
So a lot of the time, so I've been playing for about 2 weeks now. Love the game. It's ruined other games for me. Alpha Bravo. Let's say Alpha is making the flank, Bravo's making the contact. A lot of times is like we're winning the fight. It seems like we've won maybe 80% of the fight, and then all of a sudden the flanking element just goes down completely. It's happened like quite a lot of times. Is there anything to prevent that?
Not really. Unfortunately, not really. Because if both teams get engaged, there's not really much you can do. That's kind of my thing of, if I can bring another squad to the fight, I'm going to. And that's for that exact reason. Because with more, like I said, more guns to the fight, I got more friends. With more friends, I got more eyeballs. I got more rounds. I got more everything, right? More grenades, more smoke. Everything to the fight just doubles. So the way to fix that is have your squad leader be in the supporting range of another squad. Other than that, at this time, with it being close to 8:30 and this being a 6-minute video, I'm going to go ahead and start the training video. Once again, I will make a disclaimer. This is a very old video. It is an oldie but a goodie. This is one of the training videos that I actually learned how to do the squad assault on almost a decade ago. Actually, literally a decade ago. So we're going to go ahead and move on to that. Can everybody see this?
Yes,
Yep. It should be a green screen that says unclassified. Does everybody see that?
Seen.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we got it again.
Cool. We're gonna go ahead and start then. Again, super old video, but an oldie but a goodie. One thing I will say before this is, so this is a slightly different complement that the U.S. Army ran in the early 90s. We do no longer carry a gun team, and we no longer carry an RTO at the squad level. That has all been designated as your weapons platoon. So only be focusing on really the supporting element, the one we're going into contact, and the supported element, the one flanking around. Those are the two that you need to pay attention to for this. So do not be distracted by 3 people being in the support the squad command.
$12 o'clock, 100 meters, 2 enemy. Bravo 1.
So notice that reactive contact. They're throwing out the 3Ds. They're putting out suppressive fire, and they're attempting to get to cover. Also, can you guys hear audio?
Yep.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
6, this is Bravo 1-1. Contact. 2 enemy with small arms. Possible observation post. Golf Alpha 4-5, 4-3, 3-7, 1-2. Time 0945. Over.
Squad attack. The RTO will mark the time of the initial contact and begin to call out times in 1-minute increments once they begin consolidation and reorganization. Time hacks will continue until the entire squad is off the objective. The squad leader assesses the situation by considering location of the enemy, size of the enemy, vulnerable flanks to the enemy position, covered and concealed routes to the flank. Can his team not in contact maneuver? The squad leader must also consider using indirect fire to eliminate the enemy position. Factors he needs to consider are priority and availability. Does he have it? Type and amount of support. Will it work against the enemy position? Location of the enemy in relation to the squad. Can indirect fire interfere with the squad's maneuver? The squad's exact location on a map. He can't risk calling fire on his own element. Danger close. Will the indirect fire help or hinder the squad?
You are the base fire element. We are flanking right. I'll call you on the FM for shift and lift. Whistle is alternate. The machine gun is coming up, but only use it if you absolutely have to. Bravo 1-6, this is Bravo 1-1. We are attacking the enemy position. Time now. We are conducting a squad attack on that position. Have your men drop their rucks and then follow me to your assault positions.
We're assaulting due west. That way. Stay between the bottom edge and the top of the hill. The enemy is just over that hill. Keep moving. Keep firing. Stay on line.
Bravo 1-1 Alpha, this is Bravo.
One thing I will note there, you guys saw the fire teams using their
Keep moving.
IMTs, their 3 to
Keep
5
firing.
second rush.
Stay on line.
This is
Bravo
good
1-1
if
Alpha,
you
this-
are in the open, but try not to do this if you're in a covered or concealed position. Try to use cover and concealment to your advantage. Speed is the key. Speed and fire superiority is the key in almost every firefight.
This is Bravo 1-1. Shift fire, over.
Shift fire.
Shift fire.
Roger, Bravo 1-1. Fire is shifted.
Bravo 1-1 Alpha, lift fire.
Lift fire. Bravo 1-1. This is Bravo 1-1 Alpha. Fire is lifted. LOA.
LOA. Bravo 1-1 Alpha, this is Bravo 1-1. Bring your element up to the objective and occupy the northern leg of the LOA.
Support. Pick it up. Follow me in a shallow wedge. 3 minutes.
Team leaders, put your saws on the end to cover the flanks and rear. Team leaders, give me an ace. What's your ace? 100 round saw, 10 high explosive dual purpose, 2 mags, up and up.
500 round saw, 10 HEDP, 4 mags, up and up.
Bravo team leader, give Alpha team 200 rounds of saw and 1 magazine per man. When you're done, prepare an emergency resupply request to get us back to combat load.
Bravo 1-6, this is Bravo 1-1. Prepare to copy SALT. Ace reports.
Bravo 1-1, this is Bravo 1-6. Send it.
2 enemy personnel with small arms occupying a possible observation post at Golf Alpha.
4 minutes. EPW and search. Come to my location.
Time 0945.
Listen up. I want you to start behind the machine gun team and move east until you are no longer on the objective. Then move in a zigzag manner from east to west, heading south until you completely cleared this objective area of anything that could hurt the squad. Ensure the 2 enemy personnel are no longer a threat. If any of them are still alive, separate them from their equipment. Zip tie their hands behind their back and place them on their stomachs. Report back to me when you're done.
So what they're kind of going over right now is what I mentioned earlier. So we don't have enemy prisoners of war in this game currently because we're just going to shoot them in the face as we dead check them as we walk through the AO. But it's still the same principle. We're looking for any enemy equipment that we might want to take with us. In this case, it's going to be intel for intel or influence on the other team. You will typically do 1 person per fire team. That way the rest can stay on security.
If the squad sustained any casualties during the engagement, the squad leader would call out his aide and litter special team to treat and package the casualty once the objective has been cleared of all threats. All we found were 2 enemy KIA, no other threats.
Bravo 1-1.
Okay, good. Smith, you are black. You take the enemy on the right. Johnson, you are gold. You take the enemy on the left. Search them and bring everything you find to my location. Go. 5 minutes. Black, 1 AK-47, 1 radio.
Gold, 1 AK-47, 1 pair of binos.
Prep a 5-pound charge to destroy this equipment. There's no room to take any of it with us. Bravo team, move back to your rucks.
The team that has the furthest to travel is the first to move. This method prevents one team from passing through the other.
Burning. Team leaders, you up? Alpha team up.
Bravo team, up.
Alpha team leader, move west for 500 meters and then head north again. Move out. Bravo 1-6, this is Bravo 1-1. Salute report follows.
Bravo 1-1, this is Bravo 1-6.
All right, we're not going to get into salute reports because that is significantly further down the line. That's kind of a more advanced / squad leader topic. Did everybody like the training video?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Like I said, it's an oldie but a goodie.
Great.
Smith, you are black.
Yeah. So for anybody, if anybody's wondering, black and gold is a term that is typically used to distinguish different things. And so the Army color, U.S. Army colors are black or gold. Like if you ever see like the Army Strong or whatever, you'll see like a black background and a yellow star. It's the black and gold. So that is a way we can distinguish either directions or teams or anything that might need to deviate from an initial team. That is not used as much anymore. It's used significantly for react to IDF or fallback points. If I have multiple fallback points or ORPs, you can do that as well. Now that's not very common to have multiple ORPs, but that's kind of what that was meaning. That's not them just going, hey, you're a black guy. No, that's not what they mean. They literally mean you're going black team or gold team. So, all right. Do I have any questions, comments, concerns before we start getting into the game itself?
I do have a question.
What's up?
So you hear the guys yelling 3 minutes, 4 minutes. So I assume that's time
We do not
spent
need
after contact.
that is time spent from the start of contact. But now that is not really needed for what we do in Bellum. I promise you, I'm not going to expect you as a rifleman sitting there in a firefight to be like, "Oh, we've been in this contact for 2 minutes." You don't do that. That is a really thing in the Army that we really don't do anymore. We more send up just salute reports and sit reps to the platoon leader or up to the company commander, just to let them know what the status of our contact is. That's all we do. We don't do this shit of, hey, I've been in contact for 3 minutes. Now, it's also a good idea for the squad leader to keep track of that, so he can keep track of his ammo count. Like, hey, I've been in rapid rate for fucking 6 minutes. My dudes are probably getting pretty low on ammo. Like, that's kind of some things that you got to think about. Like, you have the initial mad minute, and then you start going through a little bit more ammo. Any other questions before we get in game and start running this? All right, we're going to be trying to be on Rangers if we can. I'm saying we're going to try to be on Rangers if we can. Try to fill up the squads in order. If you would like to be an SL and you are not cadre, saying if you would like to be an SL and you are not in cadre, go ahead and try to take those positions. If you are in the squad leader or fire team leader positions, I expect you to be leading this. This is a hands-on training at this point. If you don't know how to do it, feel free to take those positions, but no, I will expect you to learn from mistakes if you make them. So we're going to go ahead and I will get in game now and let everybody know when we're up. As we talked about before, who did I assign what squads? Does anybody remember?
I remember mine, which is 4.
Beagle's got first.
All right. So you got Soul and Beagle. We may split you up to 1 or 2 cadre per, because I don't think we need 2 squad. Actually, we can do 1 squad per 2 cadre. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 6, 7. Yeah, we got almost 8 cadre here. So I'm going to do 1 through 4th squad. Beagle and Soul, I'm going to keep you on 1. Vector and Victor, I'm going to keep you guys on 2. Tick and American, you guys are going to be on 3, and then if there's a 4th squad, bad, you and I will take that. So the way. Oh no, I'm not doing a video anymore. I'm currently getting into I'm getting back into Bellum. So all right, the way we're going to break this up is if you're first squad, you're going to go to voice room 3. So again, if you're first squad, you're going to go to voice room 3. If you were in second squad, you're going to go to voice room 4. If you were in third squad, you're going to go to voice room 5. If you were fourth squad, you were going to go to training room 2.
Hello, this is Gozzy from the stream. I'm going to be joining with the first squad and see what they're doing.
Here, but let's go ahead and move. Hold on, let me find a good spot. Let's go just a little bit southwest to this major road by these red brick buildings. Awesome.
All right, boys. I'm going to be only in Discord since I'm AZ.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I'm gonna be only on Discord because I'm watching this from the bed.
That's all right.
If there's
Here,
space,
sorry, guys.
I'll hop in. Otherwise, I'll stay on this side.
Cool. All right. Are we missing anybody? I think we've got. See, there's 6 in first squad, and we have 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's all of us.
Who's this guy?
Except they're not in that squad. Okay, well, I think we're good to just start it here. So let's go ahead and we'll just do fire teams of 3 right now. We'll make it pretty simple. Let's walk, pretend we're going to walk towards the school. So if you guys want to make a staggered column, if you don't know what that is, it's just 2 straight lines facing is like 2 columns. Column is going to be your correct term for being behind. So if everyone's traveling, let's say northeast right now, you're going to be behind them to the southwest. But staggered column, we're going to be on opposite sides of this path, right? So we'll have when you and then so me at the front of this formation, if I'm our point man, there's going to be someone to my left, but not right here. They're going to be a few steps back. So if we had to shoot directly to our side, we would not be shooting our friend. All right, cool.
All right, I
So
switched
we'll
over to
go-
Rangers.
Awesome. Sounds good. All right, here we'll just stay on this big asphalt road. It's easier to see, I think. We'll go through this really slow. I know we all watched the video. We will get to do some more fun stuff in a second here. So just go ahead, give me 2 teams of 3. So make sure we're spread out a little bit. So one team just go a little bit further down the road. Whoever's in the front there.
Are we going? Are you
We're gonna go
the AZ?
Say it again.
I'm sorry. Are you the AZ guy?
No, I'm not. I'm standing with
Yeah,
my rifle.
the 2 cadre right here. Soul
Okay,
is 1-9, and I'm the Alpha teammate for 1-4.
Yeah. Sorry, don't let me steal your thunder either.
Don't worry, man. I got
Alright,
you.
guys. Cool. So let's go ahead. Everyone line up on the sides of this road. Just 50-50. Let's try and hold rounds as much as we can just for a second here.
Hey, boys.
Alright, cool. That's fine. Alright, so everyone who's in the front, everyone just stand still. Everyone stand still. And now, if you are southeast of me, go ahead and move southeast like 15 meters. 15 meters, that's all.
Yep.
Just down the road a little bit more.
I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing shit because of all that's going on.
It's all good. Yep, guys, let's
Yeah,
hold.
we're gonna get away from all the
explosives and all that
gunfire,
stuff.
so.
Yep. Okay, so. Alright, we're guys in the front, we'll call you Alpha. Guys in the front, or sorry, guys in the back, we'll call you Bravo. Alright, so let's continue moving down our path, right? I'm gonna call it freeze in a second here. Alright, freeze. Freeze. We don't have to have like our perfect formations right now for this concept. So let's say we're taking contact from the front, right? Further down the road, you guys start getting shot at. Based on what you guys heard today, what do you think we're doing next?
Mad Minute?
Yeah, who's doing the Mad Minute? And
The front.
Alpha.
yeah, exactly.
Alpha,
so the guys in
yeah.
the front are gonna return fire. We're gonna get online. Let's try and not shoot our friends with RPGs right now, so we can hear everything. So yeah, guys who aren't in the front but are Alpha, go ahead and run up to them on the sides.
So,
Right.
Mr. Soul, Mr. Beagle, your assigned area. You two will be cadre to kind of evaluate and watch. You will be shooting at them. They will be shooting at you. You guys will be in the general vicinity. So this is first squad. You guys will be in the general vicinity of Juliet 5-9. If you are a first squad, you will move to the blue force marker east of Juliet 5-9. You guys will be moving into contact. Squad leaders, I would like to have squad column fire team wedge. That way you guys can do what you need to start maneuvering through that area. Do I have any questions on that?
Nope, sounds good.
Sounds good, boss man.
Thank you guys. Go ahead and start executing. If you got any questions, I'll be around.
Awesome. Okay, so we'll just wrap this one up real fast. So basically, these guys in the front are shooting. Obviously, they're not going to stay here in the middle of the road, standing up and whatever, but they're going to return fire, try and gain fire superiority so that the enemy over there can't move, or at least they have a lot harder time doing it, right? You can't shoot us very freely. The guys in the back, like if I was your squad leader here, I'd say, Bravo, action right, which just means move right. We're going to be flanking to the right? Because there's more cover and concealment. We're not going to run in front of our guys. And then we're going to go ahead, go around, try and get parallel with that enemy force, and then sweep through on the side, right? Like how we saw in that diagram. We'll go ahead and live rep that in a second here. Let's go ahead and move to the mark he was talking about. So direct west to the blue envelope on the map. Anybody have any questions or anything so far?
Are we gonna move in formation there?
Oh shit.
Yeah, let's set up a fucking TRP right here. We'll circle up. We'll get Alpha leaving, Bravo following, and we'll start walking through, and then we'll adjust as we go.
Yep. So for the squad column fire team wedge, that means the fire teams are in wedges, right? So we're making a little arrowhead or a little triangle, and then the fire team behind them is going to be behind them, doing the same thing, but just a little bit offset. So they're not directly behind them, just close to it. And like when we're in Bellum, guys, a lot of the time, unless you're like walking into the AO at the very start of the match, you're going to want to be spread out so that the second team can maneuver to support the first team freely. Unless you're all getting online or something like that, there are other situations, but generally you want some space so you guys don't all get shot at the same time.
I'm gonna be watching you.
I think we're about to step off here.
It's fair, fair. How close are you
Wait, is
boys to
Alpha
get
going
set?
first?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna go in unison, but Alpha, you can like step off like 3-4 seconds ahead of time. That's fine.
If
Go
you
ahead.
guys can still hear me, my computer crashed. I'll be right back.
Sounds
All good.
You guys can all hear him in game, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, perfect.
Alright, so while you're maneuvering in these fucking formations, right? Alpha team leader, squad members, and squad leaders, right? Everyone has their own individual role that you need to be aware of while you're maneuvering, right? So, you know, the element that's in front, your main priorities of work, you know, your direction of travel, you're going where your fucking guy's telling you to, but you're also making sure you're spreading out, you're making sure everyone's online, and you're making sure you're not skylining yourself. Your individual responsibilities as a rifleman or a team leader is kind of is crucial to that. The squad leader is controlling it, but he's trusting on your fucking team leaders. It's not like I do exactly as I say. A lot of being a squad leader, because I've done that shit for fucking 12 years, is guidance. You know, you give general directions. So kind of understand your role. We'll walk through and check yourself and check your battles. All right. So if you fuck up, you'll be good.
You decide how to get there.
Exactly. So squad leader on you. Fucking step him off. Your call.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start moving west. Alpha, take up front wedge. Bravo, take up rear wedge.
Hey, Bravo. Wedge is gonna be with the FTL up front.
Let me get to the front first. Bravo, make sure you can see me and that we're still in that arrowhead wedge formation. Let's see what Alpha's doing. It looks like let's go strong right.
Things to consider while you're walking: nearby cover concealment. When you're stopping, fucking popping a squat, getting down. Continue scanning. You're not tunnel visioning. One of the big things people do is they'll look in one direction because that's where we're walking. Keep scanning left, keep scanning right, keep scanning around you.
Bravo or Alpha, you're good to pick up the pace. We're right behind you.
Like Zapper was saying, if you guys are on the right side of the formation, you probably should be watching more of the right than the left, right? Just because you got guys over there who are probably doing the same. And if you're in the back, turn around every couple seconds, making sure nothing behind you is a very good idea.
1-2, 1-6.
Am I good now?
Is that our SL or
1-2, 1-6.
one of the Alpha members?
It was me.
This is where we're supposed to be, right? This is our area.
Yeah,
Copy.
this is 1-2. 1-2, 1-6. Stand by to enter your lane. Copy.
So another thing to think about too as we go through this is, right, we were in a big forest there where it was kind of hard to see in between us, and now we're going through this ODA or open danger area. Spacing is going to change when that happens, right? We obviously never want to get blown up if there's a grenade between two guys, have that kill both of us or even damage both of us. But you also don't want someone to be lying in a bush between you and your friend and you guys to never see him because we were so far apart. So as we get into more open areas, you can spread out a little bit more, and as you get into more dense areas, you want to tighten it up, generally speaking.
Copy.
Also, individual responsibilities and responsibilities of the team leader. Make sure your guys' fucking shit's loaded, right? So, your grenadier, do they have a fucking round ready in the chamber? Is it zeroed? You just check with them. X mouse wheel, all right?
So in terms of spacing on the squad level, should I be kind of close to the squad lead like this, or should we be trailing even more?
Let me catch up to you.
So it depends on the terrain, right? So and how we're maneuvering. So if we're in an area where it's like contact is likely, we'll be spread out a lot more. If we're trying to rush to an objective area, maybe we'll be a little bit tighter. And then you're looking around at terrain. So considerations you're making is like, okay, we're going through a wooded area. We have a little bit more cover concealment. We can be a little bit tighter. It needs a little bit more command and control. When you get to these wide open maps or fucking Kambori, where it's that fucking big old field, that's when you're spreading the fuck out. You're like 20, 30 meters apart. So those are considerations you're making, not just as a squad leader, but like as a fire team leader and as an individual.
Cool.
All right, squad leader, halt your element. Okay, so I'll let you guys get set up, and then we'll pause, and I'll take a look at what you guys do.
Bravo, we're picking up the backside of this 360. Look at your watches to make sure you're looking at the right direction.
Have you guys already run through an entire lane?
We just got movement to our fucking location.
Oh, okay. You guys are tracking that was your actual lane, correct?
No, that's fine. We'll run through it on this MSR.
Yep, that'll work. Just so you guys are getting a general idea of how it works. That's all I care. Just Kadri, try to run them through, shoot at them so they can feel a little bit more accurate, and then we'll go from there.
I'm going to say this. I might be a little lost with the
Squad
drone.
leader, let me know when you guys are set.
Okay, they're all here. That's
Basically, all
correct.
I
I'm in the
want
correct
Soul
spot.
And Sapper is that we're running six lanes.
They're
That's
all
all
in
we're
the
doing.
right. I'm in the right spot.
I just want a 6 lanes for 1-1.
Let's get closer.
I
with
just
the,
want to
so
see that
let's get closer to them physically, so the drone doesn't lose disconnection.
and kind of that general maneuver, and then we'll go from there. So you guys go wherever you see fit, and just make sure that's conducted.
I thought I lost them for a little bit there, but I was able to find them, you know. So no worries, no worries. I'll catch up. I'll catch up physically, and then hopefully the drone doesn't lose disconnection for being out of range of me.
All right,
But yeah, I
so
was
I'm running to you.
getting a bit muddled up on who I was following. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself again.
All right, squad leader. So the most likely, so your order of movement's gonna be headed towards bearing 309. Spoiler alert, it's towards 19. So I'm gonna link up with Souls real quick. We're gonna talk some stuff over, and you guys get to do a movement to contact lane. So you're gonna walk in that general direction. When you take fire from us, you're taking fire. So I'll call it out just on the Discord so you know it's for real, and then we'll run you through your shit.
Hey, do you want us in game chat or do you want us in the Discord chat?
Do all your commands and all your work in the game chat. So.
Copy that.
Yes, the drone does have a battery life.
One quick, and I will have any cadre. If I can get you in the cadre voice room after training is done, I would greatly
Can just
appreciate
sit
it.
about here, maybe. So we're out the way, but we're not.
If you guys can't get into the cadre training chat, just get into a voice room and we'll have somebody drag.
A firm.
Okay, let's go. Actually,
So,
bump
all
up
right,
to
go ahead and run your lanes.
Souls.
Thank you guys.
But yeah, if you looked at back on the stream and then see the drone overlay, there's like a little box in the bottom left corner, and it's slowly losing its bar, and that's the battery. It's really fiddly in the sense that it's kind of hard to predict how long it's supposed to be, you know, how long you're supposed to be allowed to use the drone with how much battery there is. It can vary. I don't really keep track of it. I just know eventually my drone would suddenly drop out the sky and I had to get a new one up.
All right, 1-1, I'm coming to you right now. Get ready to step off and stand by.
Get the drone back up. Let's get it higher. But yeah, see that little box where... Oh, okay. This little box in the bottom left corner where my mouse is moving. Yeah, that's the box. Where's the front? There. The little dots at the front where I'm facing, that's where the drone is facing physically.
Last thing, Cadre, run them through 2 iterations. I say again, 2 iterations. And then we will be meeting at the FOB for class photo.
Airborne.
Probably, yeah. I've not really thought about that, to be honest. There probably is some sort of variable that takes into account how much movement you're doing and how much you're zooming in and out with the camera as well.
Any questions?
I hope it isn't, because I move about a lot.
Sounds good. If I can tell your guys what they need to know, and then this is your show. I'm just gonna walk by. I'm not gonna say anything, and when I say index in the Discord, we'll index.
Hello.
All right, airborne. Let's go.
Squad, we'll be moving 307, possible hostile contact in that area. We're going to move towards it. Alpha's going to take front, take lead, and wedge formation. Bravo follow after 3 seconds. And move.
So Bravo's back there. Alpha is over here. I believe. I don't think it's a full squad. I think it's just like half a squad, but they're moving with their people.
1-6 heard.
Well, there's Bravo over there coming through the trees.
Yeah, I guess we didn't do the LDA crossing movement kind of thing.
Let's contact that way. I'm gonna move. Let's get the drone up so we can film them maneuvering.
Bravo, we're actioning left.
Bravo, we're moving left.
Let's move back onto the road so we're out of the way. Let's get a nice shot of Bravo here going through the trees. Apologies on how shaky this camera gets, by the way. Is Bravo moving on the left? I'm assuming the contact's up the hill, because that's where they're moving. Hopefully in the future, we can't see them very well. Can we see other people? We can see them. Don't know what they're doing. I'm assuming they're just sat with me. Oh, there's people there as well. So we've got people in the trees on the left. Let me get a better camera angle. Yeah, hopefully in the future the devs allow me to use spectator mode in the training servers, because that would be so much easier, and it means I don't have to spawn in and worry about like being physically nearby, so the drone doesn't just suddenly die. Is that guy dead? I think the guy next to the on the right side of the building might be dead. Oh no, he's alive. I think they called index. I don't know. They seem to still be moving. Unless they've lost where their contact is. Let's get closer.
All right, index. Circle up on us.
Let's go see what they're saying. Move over there as well.
All the way back in here, boys.
Do you want us all the way back in for talk, or do you want security hold?
Yeah, we're in the tactical pause. So.
I'm not sure if someone to my left was also shooting at you guys. It sounded like maybe. Go ahead.
I believe there was somebody to your left
To the
there.
north. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, cause yeah, there one thing was that, like, you know, sending guys across the little open area here where we have like defilade to my left, that you guys could, assuming nobody's on my left on the north, you might want to do that, right? Just when we're setting our flanking element, try where they at least can't be seen, but ideally can't be shot either. And then I think when that happened, roughly the same time, there was a gap in the fire where there were like 3 seconds where I didn't take any bullets or explosions near me, and that's just going to be communicating where we are with our magazines and stuff. But you guys did well. Like, the violence of action upon initial contact was really good, and then it was a at least relatively quick flank, as much as Bellum allows for. So, yeah. What did you see? Oh my God.
It's a great Beagle. All right, so it looks fucking good. To start with, like, violence of action, like Souls was saying, was fucking solid. One of the things I noticed, squad leader, you took a fucking pause right in the middle of an open field. Like, you are kind of an important asset here, so try to get down and then pick a team you're going to maneuver with. Whether you're going to set up that base of fire with the team that took the initial contact, or you're going to maneuver, right? So even though you guys aren't squad leaders right now, those are things you're thinking about. Good job making a decision. Sure, you probably could have done better if you shifted them to the right to flank, but I'd rather you make a decision than no decision at all. So fucking way to go on that. Like you said, there was a significant gap. Once you get to that point, you guys just need to start going controlled pairs and talking with the guys next to you for firing. Finally, at the very end, when you guys are doing your LOAs, right? So I think it was Bravo that assaulted through, correct?
It was, yes.
So Bravo was the first team that assaulted through, right? So you guys tunnel visioned a little bit on the building, which makes sense because there was only one shooter. But, you know, try and call it out. Hey, me and you are going to take this. Everyone else fucking clear across, right? So you don't know what's on the sides. You don't know what's behind. You don't want to... Everyone fucking tunnel visions when fucking you're trying to shoot somebody. So it is what it is. Just kind of keep that in mind. And then Alpha, when you're coming up to clear, you're actually clearing behind them and going past. You guys pushed in front of them. You guys should have ended up...
I made a mention to that.
Southwest. So it's just something to keep in mind. If you're a team member and you see that happening, fucking call it out to your fucking team leader. That's it. So besides that, let's get another iteration through.
I got a question real quick. So you're saying that they should have pushed that way
Here, I can.
Correct.
Show
Yes. So since our LOA was set up to our northwest there, they should be clearing behind us. Because we're pushing past where we took contact from, so they're gonna push that same direction of contact.
No, I get it. So you guys are pushing to clear out the building as well, the one that we were engaged from, basically.
Yep, you're double checking. Controlled pairs and the fucking bodies are walking past. You're getting the intel while you can.
But he has
Bellum,
that
it actually fucking applies.
stormtrooper.
And you don't have to worry about Geneva.
That stormtrooper helmet voice.
Next question
Beagle
was.
wipes. Oh.
Oh no.
No, you go.
I was just from the direction that we came from, right? If this is real, and I was like, well, there's no they're gonna see us coming. Would it be appropriate for the TL to say negative? That's not the right idea, or just do it anyways because you just gotta follow the plan.
That's a split-second thing, right? So if you're working with somebody like, TWS guys or someone you kind of know, you can be like, hey, not a good idea, shift alpha instead. And then they'll be up to squad leader to be like, okay, yes or no. If your squad leader says do it again twice, just do what squad leader says. That's kind of the way, the way it operates. Like you're trusting, you're giving him your fucking feedback, but sometimes squad leader's like, hey, fuck it, we're gonna roll this way instead.
I gotta head out, gentlemen, but I appreciate you guys letting me tag along. I just got this game, so.
Oh yeah, man.
of course. One thing I also meant to say for the team that swept through, good job pushing past the contact, because a lot of time you'll see guys just kind of stop right on top of the enemy, but you want to push past because what if, you don't see everyone, right? Or they tried to leave and now you're just,
Absolutely.
They know exactly where you are. Yep, so good job there.
Alright, a Soul and Beagle, if I could say something as your other cadre. So, initial reaction contact, squad lead, that call for the flank maneuver, it was a little slow, but it was a good time. A lot of people take even longer somehow. I will take responsibility for that left call. I did call it out immediately. From where we were situated, presumed contact was in this forest. So from here, it's a risky ODA cross, but from here, your positioning down in this ridge is going to be much worse. So I agree with your flank to the left there. If I could say one more thing to my Bravo boys, when we're contacting from the left, we're giving up our surprise completely. So the 3 different assaultings, so stealth, you're gonna have your stealth, your speed, your violence of action. So you shooting while we're trying to flank behind them, you're giving us away 100%. The point of fixing them is so they turn their attention, and so we have that surprise on them. That's it.
Got it.
Oh, but also, with that, so since we let them know where we were, we need to bump up that violence of action and that speed. So we need to be assaulting through as fast as possible because they already know we're coming.
Yep.
Get to run second
we're just
iteration.
pretty much holding for our shooter to get in spot. But also, real quick, how are you guys looking on ammo, especially the base of fire team?
Really low.
Yeah, which is totally fine, right? We're doing, well, kind of anyways, for the exercise. So yeah, go ahead and share right now.
There you go.
If you need to redeploy, that's fine, but that's an important thing, right? Like, we want a violence of action, we need that, but we also need to be able to take fights afterwards.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Alright, thank you.
Just a bunch of take mine.
Hey boys, if you need to redeploy, just redeploy. We have infinite lives. As long as you're not all redeploying at the same time, because then you can't respawn.
You guys gave me an empty mag.
Alright, I think we're okay.
What? Who did?
Yeah, they gave me an empty mag.
You're gonna squad leader, you're gonna be heading
Bravo FTL.
By the way, next time I'm probably not gonna use the drone because this is not a good location for the drone. I'll just follow from behind.
Runway is gonna be about, I believe it's 35 meters is Rangers from contact. So do you know?
Say it again.
I believe LOA for Rangers is 35 past contact, correct?
I don't know the exact distance or anything like that.
It's gonna so your LOA is gonna be past your contact. You don't wanna stop at your contact.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like,
that reminds me.
as we always
One
say,
more thing.
terrain dependent and etc.
Yeah, hey Alpha, you guys were you were moving like pretty decently early before our LOA was called, so just make sure you're getting that off better.
You're right. It was actually my call. I did that. I called for them to move before LOA was.
Yeah, that's what training's for.
Alright, let's go ahead and get those formations and get ready.
Lord, call us.
Alright, this time we're gonna switch the roles. Bravo, you're taking lead. We're going in 139, correct?
Soul.
139, Bravo, take the lead.
He's
Alpha,
checking
your
139,
base.
correct?
What?
Yeah, 139. Sorry.
A for 139.
Joe.
Alright, Bravo FTL.
Bravo with you.
Let's get that strong side left this time just to change
Copy.
things up.
Alpha, follow in with Bravo. Give it about 30, 40.
Do you care if your AR is your tip? Or your winger?
No, that works.
Alright.
Would you typically have the AR in the back?
Anyways, while we're walking to our next location, let's chat about something. What was I gonna talk about? Trying to think what I'm gonna talk about.
Crossroad, keep going 139.
Trying to think of something I've not talked about already. Oh yeah, let's talk about 28 years later. 28 days later. Why am I following this guy? I should be following someone else. Let's follow. Oh shit. They're taking contact.
$100 meters, 1 times. Reloading.
So you got Bravo here supporting. I'm assuming Alpha is going to move up.
Copy.
Alpha seems to be moving up on the left if you look at my watch. Let's stay with Bravo so we can see both Alpha and Bravo a little bit from a distance.
Hey, Alpha FTL, he wanted you base of fire. Bravo, we were actioning left.
Oh, it seems like Bravo is moving on the left. Alpha is just moving up to better cover.
Hey, FTL, you're base of fire. You're way ahead of your team here.
Bravo Alpha, you're in the wrong spot.
I don't hear any shooting. 1-1.
Hey, no surprise. Violence of action.
Yep, go fast this time.
Keep pushing. Check your sides.
Oh my god, so many trees in my way.
I'd go a little bit more, and then I call it here. Make sure you're on hard surface. Some sort of cover or concealment. Hey, Alpha, you are in the spot.
Nice positioning.
Sean, do you have a mic?
These two guys. I've been told I'm not allowed to say my opinion on what's going on in front of me, since I'm not a cadre, which is fair enough. So my urge is right now to comment on what I'm seeing is a battle to control.
Hey boys, Alpha should be more northeastern of us. If you're LOA, you should be facing north, south, not same direction as Bravo.
This bad power ninja guy, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy here, bad power ninja, he's pretty good. I believe he's a cadre, or he should be at least.
Also, quick thing here, we are on a decline where Bravo's LOA was reached. I would advise pulling us back.
Are we still in it, or are
Let's go ahead.
Adorable.
Let's go and call it. That's fine.
Alright, index.
Alright, everybody meet on Beagle and myself.
I'm adorable, or these guys?
Thank you.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm hoping I'm adorable.
Beagle, I'll let you go first.
I am
this time,
pretty
once people are all here.
adorable.
We're still waiting on a fire team
I can
leader.
say it
If you go
properly.
grab him. I think he's going the wrong way.
Alright.
Okay, fair.
I might be
Hey,
seeing it with
Alpha
a,
FTL
either a
advice here, you
W
want to
or
come
a
north?
soft R. Adorable.
I don't know if he's in the training.
I'm not sure if he's in the training either.
Yeah, this was confusing.
It's all good.
Okay, that did confuse me a bit.
I got a few things.
Probably doesn't.
Ah. I
Is
see.
this everyone?
It's everyone we need.
Hey, so good violence of action, that initial contact. I waited till you guys got pretty close, so that's grenade range, right? Obviously, I can't hear what you guys are calling out, but that's a consideration you guys need to immediately make note of. Like, hey, they're fucking that close. Grenade range should generally tell you, like, oh fuck, they're right here. Good violence of action. When you guys blew through me, assaulting through, the only complaint I had, and it's only minor, is you guys are bunched up a little bit, spread out. It's individual responsibility to spread out too. Team leader, you can stagger behind them a bit and control that element. Besides that, I couldn't see a lot from my pause, so Souls and Panda. Or Power Ninja.
Yeah, I got a question
Panda.
first.
He's not here.
Was there a call to send both fire teams on the
There
maneuver?
was not. No,
Okay, okay.
Bravo was called to action left.
Yep.
Our Alpha FTL was the one pushed way up, and that kind of dysregulated his Alpha team.
Yeah, so that's the main thing I saw, right? And that's why at the end there where I was like, why is nobody shooting? Because we didn't have our base of fire, right? In Bellum, it's just kind of a weird question of like, if you're assaulting, you know, like, it's really easy to hear the gunshots and look that way, but, like, doctrinally speaking anyway, also assaulting fires, that works, but that's kind of the biggest thing, is that you guys got kind of caught out because there were two teams moving and not anyone shooting, at least at that point. And just a simple way is movement without fire, like movement without shooting, is suicide, and shooting without movement is a waste of ammo. I kind of made that clunky, but that's the general thing, right? We always want to have someone protecting us, and we always want to be moving to kill them instead of just shooting at range, especially in Bellum, because they're going to be able to quote unquote like die or go be incapacitated and then get their guys up if we don't close. All right, but Ranger, Ninja, what did you see?
Ranger, wow, I'm just getting misnamed every time. That's all right. All right. Hey, so first thing, obviously we mentioned Alpha base of fire was not there properly. When he calls Alpha base of fire, I need you guys laying down that immediately. You know, it's very important that we fix that enemy. Don't allow him to move anywhere so we can get that assaulting element. That assaulting element, Bravo, we were slow to maneuver left. That action left call, you did make it very quickly, and I love that. But Bravo, we did split. Me and one other dude, I believe it was Max. We both immediately listened to the action. Bravo FTL, if your boys aren't listening, if they're not coming left, I need you to get them to move. It's just a simple Bravo, we're actioning left, Bravo, we're actioning left. Repeat the command, because a lot of times people don't hear it. And then you have two or three guys. Yeah, okay. Then you have 2 or 3 guys going off and trying to make an assault when you could have 4. Other than that, though, it was decent.
Sure.
Yeah,
so that ties into some of the concepts I like to harp on as a fucking squad leader is individual responsibilities of a rifleman, right? So your squad leader calls out, hey, Bravo, we're actioning left, fucking California, whatever, fucking Ranger, whatever. You're echoing it, right? Everyone says it. It's fucking hard to hear. Call that shit out in local because it's Bellum, right? Squad leader, make sure you repeat that more than once on squad chat, so that way that communication's fucking pushed. So even if Bravo team leader goes down immediately because he gets domed first, the rest of Bravo knows like, oh fuck, okay, we're going. Right? As individuals, like, you're all playing a game, right? You should like being able to know what you need to do in your specific role will make the rest of the team fucking flow better, and make your squad flow better, and it'll make this game fucking way more fun, right? You know you need to spread out, so spread out on your own. You look to your left, you're like, oh shit, Alpha team's looking this way. Bravo, I don't know what team leader's doing. Let's just look to the fucking north instead. You know, as individuals, you have that fucking power, right? Like, don't step on toes and things like that. Try to be considerate of your fucking team leader and your squad leader. But if something's happening that you're like, okay, hey, look, I need to spread out. I'm just gonna fucking go over here and I'm gonna look at this fucking direction. Fucking do it, man. It's the way to win.
Absolutely.
Yeah, as individuals, I'd say you guys have a lot of power on your own, and you need to take that power.
You are all better fucking gamers than me. I guarantee you that. So. But let's
because you're old.
Shut the fuck up. I'm retired and happy. All right. So
Real
let's
quick.
fucking roll up and go
up.
Yeah, just one last thing. I know when we're suppressing, it's like, okay, what am I shooting at? Number one, I promise you it is more effective than you think it is, but number two, what are you shooting at? You want to shoot at spots that are likely to have enemies, right? Like, you don't have to see them to shoot them. So we're going to shoot bushes, next to trees,
How much longer we got?
trying through the trees, etc.
We're about to step off in a sec.
But that's it,
Step
guys.
off back here or step off for a second?
Step off back to fucking
I
AO.
got a question for one of y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah, what's the question?
Yeah, go for it.
I got the deluxe version. How do I get to like the technical tests?
When you guys are done, go ahead and mute any voice.
So you're gonna have to
Okay,
go to
so you have to
branches.
download the experimental.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I was just wondering.
Hey, fair.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, boys.
All
Let's
right,
head
1-1.
over to
Let's start
pictures.
And also, how do you turn on your laser on the top, or can you not do that yet?
I don't believe you do.
Currently. Also, wait, where did you want us going? The fob? We could just redeploy if that's where.
Yeah, we just okay if you want to redeploy.
I got a question real quick before everybody redeploys.
Sure.
So right there, on the video, it was like the front contact was the base of fire, like in the first drill, and this one is the one in the back. That's just decided by the squad leader every single time.
I mean, yeah, I would say so, but yeah, you do normally want the guys in front to be shooting. I think that was what the attempt was. I think it just, maybe there was miscommunication or something.
Generally, the element that's in contact is going to return contact, and that's the squad leader decision. Like, okay, fuck, my Bravo team got hit on the fucking the right flank, and that's how you adjust. But basically, whoever's in contact is kind of how you dictate from there.
They become the base of fire is how it is ideally.
Exactly. Yeah.
Go ahead, Mac.
I'll also add to that, the reason behind why I did that, I actually intended on Bravo to be my base of fire off the bat, but the contact ended up leaving Alpha out by the road a bit more, so I decided they're in a better position to give cover while Alpha or Bravo was already in the tree line, so I decided to shift Alpha to be my base of fire instead, while Bravo was able to keep the trees cover and push in already.
Yeah, I got no problems with that. I mean, it's a good. It's making a call is the best call. So you had an idea, you had a fucking plan, and as long as you're able to execute and get your fucking team leaders to operate and them to move, fucking do whatever the fuck you want. All right, that's the fucking beauty of being a light squad leader. So all right, but we should redeploy because they're waiting on us. Let's go, boys.
Sure.
But he was straight stormtrooping right there with his microphone. To be honest, his microphone was kind of cool. I was kind of enjoying the vibe that came from the sound.
Where's Jedi? I hate you guys. I swear.
I'm right
You
here.
call me Panda so often.
Oh, what am I putting on right now?
Can you go ahead and take a picture for us, please?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright. Hey, everybody, line the fuck up. Line the fuck up. If you were in the class, line up.
Hey, I would recommend not going prone.
Yeah,
Crouching is going to be better.
backline stand. If you want to stand in the front, just crouch.
Allahu.
Hey, you guys might want to spread out just a little bit on the left side over here. Y'all are kind of clustered.
Do they not want to take a picture with us over there again?
Yeah, wrap around further toward the right. Like, come in crested almost a little bit on the right. There we
Good comms.
Have some 7.62.
All right, everybody stand by.
Cheese.
Waffles.
What's your favorite kind of cheese?
All right, I got it.
Provolone.
He's filming. All right. Hey, 1-1. If I can get you guys staying there, I want to take a picture with just us.
Training. If you were interested in joining,
Alright,
please ask for a link. We will not send you one. If not,
Hey,
look
boys,
for the
you mind? I'm trying to
unit,
get
but if
a
you're
picture with
interested
just
in joining
1-1.
TWS, this is kind of what we
Get
do
out
every
from
week.
the back.
Get the
Bravo
fuck
in the
out of here
front.
if you're not 1-1.
Yo,
Get out of here.
Fuzz.
If anyone has more questions, feel free to ask. We can always
That's a
continue
fact.
going
Absolutely.
for a little bit longer.
Yep, and feel free
That's
to
a
add me on
fact.
Discord. I don't mind fucking shoot me a message if you have any
Alright, thanks, guys.
questions.
I'm gonna do a
I
hot wash
fucking
my guy.
live this life, so. Had fun, boys.
All right, I'm gonna take a step back actually.
Thanks, Beagle.
You know, this is good enough.
Hey, now Max,
Boys and
come a
girls.
little closer. There you go. Yep.
All right. Good little picture. I'll send it in the voice channel.
Yay! I'm gonna
Very
show
nice,
my
guys.
Very fun, very fun.
Thank you for staying with us. I know it would be
Very
took a little
fun.
bit to get going. But nice work.
Thank you, fellas.
Thank you to the cadre.
Yeah,
Fun
thanks,
no matter
guys.
what.
Thanks for the class, guys.
Thank you
I
for
love
your
this
service.
stuff, man.
All right. See you, boys.
Oh,
They're on the TWS Discord.
Personally, I'd like your opinion on me. How'd I do?
You did pretty good. I liked how you definitely sped up that call to action from that first call to the second one, which definitely made it a lot better. Although your teams were not.
I wonder how
listening to
the
you. So I don't get on you. I said your teams weren't really listening to you. Alpha was not providing basic fire like you called for, and Bravo wasn't really maneuvering. So your calls were good. They just weren't.
I
really
wonder how,
much you can do about
let's
that.
move away from that private conversation. I wonder how his microphone sounds when talking in the command radio or the squad radio. Like, do you think it adds on? It adds a filter to it, like a radio filter. But, like, I wonder how it sounds. I'm super curious. Either way, good stream, good stream. Seems like the training is ended a lot faster than I thought it was going to do. That little video thing at the beginning in the presentation was pretty cool. Nice little video to watch. Change of pace as well, rather than looking at a Word document like for an hour straight. I kind of enjoyed having a nice little thing to have my eyes watch, you know. Other than that, the apologies for the bad drone shots. The terrain wasn't the best. It wasn't really the terrain, it was more just like, well, it is the terrain. It was more like all the trees and stuff kind of made it difficult to film with the drone. And due to the drone sway and how fast they were moving, I kind of just thought it's better to just follow from behind. So I kind of just followed from behind, and it made it slightly better to view. Other than that, I'm probably gonna end the stream. Thank you for watching. Look out on the other streams, on the other training streams. The Urban Assault one, pretty cool. Especially my drone shots in the Urban Assault one with the Aristotle and Victor Land leading. The drone shots were very cool. Reminded me of Door Kickers, which is why I also streamed Door Kickers like a day later, because yeah, I had the urge to because of the Urban Assault training. It was very cool. No problem, no problem. I'm gonna end the stream here, and yeah.